Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back. Today's video is all about how to tighten up your groups. So I got you thinking, I got big targets to hit, right? Leaves a lot of room for error. And if you want to also get more pinpoint accuracy, well, there's no better way to do that than a smaller target. And I'm not talking just about the width of my target being a smaller area. I'm talking about the actual target that's on the side of this. This is my Beast Marauder target block, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, so I rifled a bunch of arrows through it this morning. First time ever shooting on this side of the block. But we did kind of put a lot of excessive wear on the middle of the flat side. Anyways, these are much smaller targets. It takes a lot more concentration too to hit the yellow. And I need to tighten up my groups, but I'm also not using absolute perfect spinning arrows here. These are not defective, but they're not 100% like the arrows that are sitting in my case, all run 100% true. So if I can tighten my groups up really super tight with these things, then when it comes to shooting my perfect arrows, yep, I'm gonna do even better. So, and right now I'm practicing at 13 yards to start with because, well, that's where I started setting the bow up, is at 13, and it does go to 26. Once I accomplish my goal at 13 yards, then I'll move over to 26 yards, okay? And I'm gonna go at the same target, okay? Now, what I did do though, just to avoid hopefully hitting my backboard that's 10 feet inside the bush and it's 5/8 wood, I also wanted some other safety net in place for left and right, okay? This way I can mostly avoid that happening, okay? Worst scenario is I jerk to the left or the right. I'm gonna hit the big block behind it, and I put my other block on top just because, well, it's out here and I didn't feel like leaving it on the ground. So what the heck? And it does make for a good safety for if I accidentally pop up too high, well, at least it doesn't go into a tree or somewhere else. So either way, I've got my butt covered. So I'm gonna go fire off some rounds. I'll come back, I'll unplug them, and we'll go and we'll do them again. I'm gonna leave the camera really uptight and close to the target so you can see what actually is going down as I shoot. So I'm gonna play basically chicken here with my camera. And that should work out pretty good for us, I think. So I'm going to go after this one here. And so far I've hit the bullseye twice today on this one, so kudos, things are improving. Let's go do this. This one and this one were definitely on me. My arm is getting a bit tired because I've already shot a lot of rounds off already today. And I'm only good for so many rounds at 54 pounds still. But we shall keep going. But it's getting things tighter. That's the big thing here. When I find when I'm shooting at a big target with a bigger bullseye, my grouping gets spread apart a little bit too much, and that's not good when you're trying to kill a deer. These two are kissing each other like really good and tight. So even though it's a little low, now like I said, these arrows aren't perfect, so I'm expecting a few things to be off a little bit here and there. And one of the things I can try, because I am running a whisker biscuit, is I can try rotating my nocks, which can alter the flight characteristics of the arrow too. And on this round, that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna rotate the fletches into a different pattern and see if that cleans up the imperfections a little bit, because sometimes that's all you need to do when it's only arrows that are kind of like minor. So anyway, let's go rock this again. This was way on me. This is, I jerked to the left on that one. my arm was starting to give a little, but this one I popped up a little too high. So that was my fault. The rest of these, pretty good. Now what I did was I altered the nock so that the black went to the left side of my bow, because this is a left-handed bow, so normally the black would be to the right for that. So I went to the left side on a few of these, and the other ones I went with the green as the odd ball. So, and this is kind of the different result you get from doing that, because you're altering the spin when you mess with angles on your fletches, but you can get away with it when you have a whisker biscuit. So now I'm talking full whisker biscuit. So you can also get away with it with a couple other types of rests as well. Okay, we're gonna do one more round, and I'm gonna put green as the oddball out on all 6, and we'll see what happens there. So close to that bullseye, so close. However, all right. Oh, I saw it out here, and my arm is killing me. That's the end of that. Time to bring out the right-handed bow, shoot it. Even though I'm not right in the bullseye, at this point it doesn't matter that critical. This is a really super tight group, okay? And that's good. This is the only way I can think of to improving accuracy, like 100% better, okay? You can shoot at something with a big target here. Maybe that's your little tiny bullseye, which is fine, but you still got this big surface here for screw up. Here, you only got about 3 inches of screw up area with a 1-inch middle. And you want to try and concentrate on that middle as much as you can. The way I figure it, if you can get between the yellow here and this green ring, if you're out hunting, deer, elk, bear, they're going down for the count, okay? You get a nice tight group, and even though these are not the best arrows, like I said, they're not 100% perfect spinners, rotating the nock so that your fletches take a different direction does actually help. I thought it was a bit of archery witchcraft voodoo, but it turns out it's not. It's actually something that's a for real thing. The other thing I have not tried is putting each fletch in between the other. Okay, so we tried, you know, black down, black to the left, well, left side of my bow anyways, because left-handed bow. And of course we've tried green as the master, with, you know, and we haven't tried, well actually yeah, we did do black down. So this one here, all these ones, because they're all set the same. This could be shot as basically, let me come into the camera here. You can knock this green outside or flip it. And put the green to the outside there. So left-handed bow, green's to the left, or I can go black to the left. But there's also an in-between spot too, that if I can rotate it just off axis enough, it might actually straighten out some of these even more. And sometimes you got to do that even with really straight arrows, you know. But we also got a little bit of a wind out here, which doesn't help. And we got a really sore arm, so that's going to make a big difference. However, if you want to improve your grouping, okay, this is a great way to do it. Narrow target. Just have something in behind in case you miss. You don't want to end up in the forest or wherever is behind your target, but you know, and if you hit up like I did, pop one up in here, if I would have popped any higher, at least I would have come up into here, wherever I am. So having this extra up here is not a bad idea either. So, but anyway, that's my video. That's what I got. This is an idea I came up with. Now, I didn't come up with the idea of rotating the knock around. That was been going on for decades. But I thought, great way to improve my grouping with crummier arrows, and I get it nice and tight. When I take my absolute perfect arrows out for hunting, I'm only going to do that much better. And I am going to do a couple of runs with the field tips on my perfect arrows, probably a day or two before I go hunting, and then I should get really super amazing groups. And by then my arms should be both my arms should be a lot stronger, because that is a pretty heavy bow as it is. And then I'm pulling back 54 pounds, which for me is still a little bit, it's not bad. Okay, I'm getting much stronger, so, and it does take time. Anyway, let me know what you guys thought of this in the comments below, and we'll be sure to catch you guys on the next one. See ya.